We love you. Appreciate that. See you on the court.
And what do you mean by that? Expand on that a little bit.
So,
what's the meaning behind "we'll see you on the court"?
So we'll let the game dictate that. And people. It's easy to have an opinion if you don't know the story. You understand? Deshannon Morris, head men's varsity basketball coach, Grace Christian School, Raleigh, North Carolina. Been coaching high school basketball for 10 years, been coaching right at 20. I would pray that they would see an unselfish team, a disciplined team, a team that plays for each other, that likes to get up and down the court and takes good shots, but loves to play defense.
Jaylon Gibson, class of 2020, center. For me, it's one of the best decisions I made in my life, coming here to Grace. Just, other than basketball, academic-wise, it's a great school. The teachers really care about you. My coach, Deshannon Morris, really treats us like his sons and takes us under his wing and try to build us to become better men.
I had met a lot of kids like Jaylon. He is very, very humble. He's the type of kid, man, that you would want your daughter to marry, like seriously. And he's done so many, things for this community. Did a lot of mission work, has done a lot of, helping hand mission type deals. And he's also been awarded awards that he didn't want, he wanted his teammates to have. So Jaylon, had a chance to be an MVP of a tournament that we played in, and he decided that he wanted one of his teammates that he thought deserved it more. And so I had never had that happen to me as a coach.
He's great. He understands that it's bigger than basketball. Like, at the end of the day, one day that ball is going to start dribbling for you. So you got to find who you are and what's your purpose in life and how you want to impact other people in this world. Here,
man, they are. I mean, we are a community that we really try to love one another where we are, And so for them allowing me to come in and to help build this thing, right? Because it's us, People say your players, and I tell them, it's not my players, it's us, it's our players, it's Grace. And so they've been very supportive, anytime that I need anything, if I need wisdom, if I need, the go ahead to play in tournaments, the majority of the time they're on board with it. This is an academic school first.
It's very big. Like you said, the school was not noticed at all for basketball last year. And then to be on this platform this year, it's a blessing. I think it just added to the narrative that hard work pays off, and it's just going to shine light on this school of being a loving community.
I think they're going to see kids that probably should have been on a national level already, right? And they're going to see kids that are, very, very unselfish, very disciplined, but also very, very hardworking. They're going to see some dogs, because those guys have a chip on their shoulder. They're going for scholarships just like everybody else. So they're going to get, I think they're going to get a good understanding that these kids, deserve to be there.
It's an honor and a blessing, and I'm just thankful because for my teammates that need exposure, to be on this stage is a blessing.
Again, now I might get in trouble for saying this, but I think Jacob's the best point guard in the state. I've had a chance to see him, and I mean, I love, you know how I feel about Jaquan Carr down there at Pender County, you know what I'm saying? But I think that Jacob has all the tools and the makings of a phenomenal floor general and point guard. I just think that it's going to take a little bit more time for people to get on board with that. So many things he can do. He can pat it, he can shoot it, he defends, he rebounds, he's a great passer. And I mean, he has a very, very high IQ. There'll be times where you guys are gonna see us playing this year, and I'll be sitting down and he's calling the plays. So he's had a rough go of it. He's battled through injuries, man. And what a lot of people don't know about Jacob, man, is like this is the first year probably in 3 years that he's really been healthy. So I think a lot of people are going to be, he's going to turn some heads. Man.
Jacob, he's a dog on the court. His defense, lockdown defender. Kian Atidre, he's very lanky, slinky, long, athletic, runs the floor real well. He's not afraid of anything. He's fearless. He'll jump, try to put it on your head.
Tremendous upside. Kian's going to bring a lot of athleticism. freakish skill set. I mean, he's very unorthodox, which I think that is his skill set. And so he's getting better with handling the ball. He's getting better with perimeter shooting. And you're gonna see someone that he's gonna play from end to end. He has a very, very high motor, and I think that's what coaches are noticing now. We've had a plethora of coaches come through, and they're just amazed at what he's able to do, man.
And I want him to be way better than me. Like I look at him as a little brother. I try to give him as much knowledge as I can, and just tell him to take it seriously.
Goals is glorify Christ in all that we do. To play unselfish basketball, to play defense, man, and to continue to let other people see that Grace Christian, is a loving community, and this is the place to be. You don't have to travel all over the country, all over the world. If you want a good place for academics and basketball, and where you're gonna be loved, and you're gonna learn about Christ, this is the place to be. I would say to be the Greensboro Day of the East.
What is it about the Greensboro Day program that makes you?
Everything. Coach Johnson, like a lot of people don't know this, man, but he's the reason, one of the biggest reasons why I was able to start my first head coaching job, and so I thank him for that all the time. I don't like to, air stuff out like that, but he's always showed me love, man. Behind the scenes, if I want to come watch practice, if I need anything, so I would hope that people would want to come from, all types of places to come to be a part of Grace, not just for a basketball standpoint, but because this is a great community, and we're pretty good at basketball too.
My thought process this season is just help my teammates get as much exposure as they can, use my name to elevate this school and program.
He's very versatile, right? Now he may not look the strongest, but he can play up against stronger guys, and then he can bring them out to the perimeter. So his skill set, and then his nose for the ball. Like Jaylon rebounds at a high level. And I think in this game here, man, someone that's willing to get in there and rebound the ball, I think for him, he's gonna have a legit shot. He blocks shots. Like Jaylon's the type of kid, he's a superstar, but he doesn't have to have 20 shots a game or even 10 shots a game, So I think that's a special skill set in itself.
Just growing up in North Carolina, the Hoop State, just this basketball is unmatched, and I want to stay at home around this area. ACC, greatest conference in college basketball to me, and then the school I went on a visit, show a lot of love, and the coaching staff has a lot of experience in the NBA, so that's the level I want to get to. So I think they can get me there. Just honesty. They didn't promise me no minutes. Just kept it real with me, and that's. I'm a big guy on work ethic. So when they told me like you just put the work in, you're gonna get what comes to you, that really like caught my eye.
Defense travels.
And what does that mean?
So that means that some nights you're not gonna make shots. Some nights, referees are gonna be calling, calls that you may not necessarily agree with, but you can always play defense, no matter what gym you're in. Depth perception of things change. Defense never changes, and so that's what that means. Wherever we go, we can always play defense, and that's what. Yeah, absolutely, and also just a focus, because we depend on one another so much, and so that keeps us all connected.
Just being a light, shining to other people in the world, being the best Christian I can be, spreading the gospel that Jesus is my Savior.
I think for us is Play for K, our Hoops for Hopes, which is a huge fundraiser for breast cancer awareness. It's Play for K, God rest her soul, and it's packed wall to wall in here. All types of. Well, because we're playing for something bigger, and we're bringing awareness and celebrating those who have survived cancer, and I think if we all think about it, we know someone who's been affected by that, and so. It's just great to see all the love and the support, and we're able to raise money to help, to further the research for this disease that's taking so many people out, man. I think this team could be a state contender, will be a state contender. I think that, we have all the makings of that, but it's going to be contingent upon how much these kids love one another and how selfish they play, and if they're willing to buy in to our defensive schemes, which they have and they will, but you know how kids are, man. So
I think people are going to know our name.
We don't fear anybody but God, man, and that's it.
problems I solve them. I run through the money, the pressure be calling. Left on my blessings, I feel like I'm falling. The birdie is back, tell me I'm garbage. I'm going through something, that's why I ain't calling. Phone and progression, it's all that I wanted. The phone and affection, I summon and dub it. Cause I got problems I solve them. I run through the money, the pressure be calling.